Let's begin. Good day, everyone. Allow me to introduce myself to those who don't know me yet. My name is Freddy Osvaldo Cruz. I am a student of English Conversation 3, whose teacher is Licenciado Mauricio Ernesto Sandoval Garcia. The topic assigned is unitasking and multitasking. Which one is better? Okay, here is the introduction of the topic. What comes to your mind when you hear the words unitasking and multitasking? Are you familiar with these terms? If not, stay tuned because today I'll present to you some interesting information about how could you take advantage of these actions. But first, let's see what unitasking and multitasking mean. According to the definition I found on the web, unitasking in few words means doing a single thing at a time. And that's it. Now let's see what multitasking is. A person's or product's ability to do more than one thing at a time. Okay, with that being said, let's take a closer look at these terms with examples and how could we use them in a positive way. Unitasking versus multitasking. Most of us have a to-do list in our life. We've done unitasking and multitasking activities in the past. I want to start a discussion on which one is better, if unitasking or multitasking. Okay, but first, let's say this. The disadvantages of multitasking. First of all, we all have done several things at a time. A good example of this is the different exams, presentations, forum discussions that we have carried out during our study sessions. When one of us is in front of the computer, you feel stressed when you realize that you have a lot of evaluative assignments and you don't know where to start. And then you begin to downloading the self-study guidelines, then you open it, and then you start reading it. Then you open another tab on your web browser to find what are the next evaluations for the other subjects. And at the end of the day, you did nothing. The answer is very simple. You can't finish all the homeworks, activities, evaluations, presentations at once. That is impossible. My English grammar teacher told me once, little by little and step by step. In other words, if you are going to start doing many different things at once, you are not going to finish any of them. You might be wondering, how is that possible? Okay, just imagine yourself doing some exercises in mathematics and you also need to finish an essay, and then you get a phone call and it is an old friend that wants to visit you. Close your eyes and see yourself in this situation. How will you feel? Do you think you will be able to pay attention to the math problem and your friend talking on the phone and, and the ideas that you must write on your essay at the same time? I dare to tell the answer is no, right? Because you need to be focused on the math problem and the process you need to follow in order to get it done. And you may be hearing your friend talking, but not listening to what he is saying. Secondly, we are going to do little or almost nothing of the three activities I mentioned before. A computer, for example, slows down its performance when you start downloading one file in a tab, and you are watching a movie in another tab, and if you are running Photoshop. Something similar will happen to us if we do different activities at a time. We're going to do a little of this and a little of that, resulting in unconcluded stuff. Okay. Let's continue with the next slide. Multitasking can be a distractor. When you are doing many things at a time, let's say studying on the computer, you are listening to music, writing a report, chatting on WhatsApp with friends, editing some videos, it is almost certain that some things will distract you from from what is important. In this case, is to finish the presentation of the midterm exam. In fact, when I was doing this presentation, I was listening to music, answering some calls, and also taking care of a 3-year-old child. It was frustrating because I wanted to finish the presentation, but the kid was asking me things every 5 minutes. And he said to me, Uncle, I need to do a poo. And I say, okay, I'll take you to the bathroom, and so on. And when I got back to the laptop, I forgotten completely the idea that I was writing about. That is because I say multitasking can be a distraction. Okay, I am almost finishing. This is we're almost at the end. Now let's see what is the positive things in unitasking, the upside of unitasking. Unlike multitasking, here we are going to do a single activity at a time, which makes it easy for us to finish it in a short period of time. For example, let's suppose you are asked to do a map of the United States as a homework. If you concentrate and address all of your mental energy to finish the map, you'll do it in little time than if you have to do 2 or 3 things simultaneously. Let me give you another example. If you run a single program on your desktop, Movie Maker, for example, will convert some pics, audio, and text into a nice video in a couple of minutes. On the other hand, if you are running movies, Movie Maker, Spotify, Netflix, YouTube, what should probably happen is that Movie Maker could crash and lose all the work that you have done. I suggest you to be a unitasker so that things will be done easier and in a shorter amount of time. In the end, you have the final word. It is up to you. Okay. Now allow me to present you the conclusion and the answer to the question. Okay, this is the answer to the question. Which one is better, unitasking or multitasking? And the winner is unitasking, since all of the energy, thoughts, actions are focused on a single situation. If you put all your effort in one direction, I guarantee you that you will win, that you will succeed in anything you start. On the contrary, if you start doing a little of this and a little of that, it is almost sure that you won't finish, and the price of those actions will be a failure. Okay, this was my presentation. Thank you for your attention and have a good day.